So today, friends, I'm going to show you three recipes: a Jowar Roti, Bhakri, and also whole wheat roti. Now we're going to start with making the Jowar Bhakri. So I've taken half a cup of flour for making one big Bhakri. Now I'm going to add 1/4 cup of hot water, water that you can handle hot to warm, and you have to just keep on adding a little water at a time. So I used about 1/4 cup and just knead this to a very firm kind of dough. So I'm showing you one Jowar Bhakri. So a Bhakri is generally much bigger than a roti. So I've used about 1/4 cup of hot water. I've just microwaved the water. You can also boil it on a stove top. And now the main thing is that you knead the dough really well. And now you're going to dust your surface with some of the same jowar flour and knead it again, rolling it between the palms of your hands to make a very smooth ball so that it doesn't have any cracks in it and the bhakri will come out smooth. And now with your rolling pin, gently roll the bhakri into a nice round circle as thin as possible. Keep your pan to heat up on a low to medium and then just place your bhakri. And now you have to apply some of that same hot water, which has now become warm, of course, onto the bhakri. Now I like to use this silicone brush. You can also you do it with your hands, but I find it with the brush I can do it very evenly and there's no excess water. Now you have to roast this till all the water on the top gets dried. So honestly, it takes about half a minute on a low to medium flame. So you'll see that the top of all the water has gone away. So now you turn it over and now using some tongs or a pincer, you're just going to roast it directly on the flame. So your bhakri will nicely swell up like a fulka. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on the type of atta that you're using. And then just apply some ghee. And this is a real healthy way of eating. Now I'm going to be making whole wheat rotis, chappatis, puris. We call it puris at our home. So to make four of these puris, I'm going to use 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Now I'm going to add approximately about 1/4 cup of room temperature water, a little at a time. Basically, you want to get all of this flour together. It should not be soggy and it should not be dry. So just add a little water at a time till you can get all of the flour together. I love kneading dough with my hands rather than using a machine because then you get a real feeling of how the dough is. So just knead all of the dough till all of the dry dough is now become a part of this particular dough. And then you're just going to drizzle a few drops of oil. You can also use clarified butter or ghee and again knead this for a whole half minute till you get a very pliable, flexible and nice and soft yet firm dough. So kneading it is very, very important. And you can see that the bowl is also clean. Now I'm going to take my rolling surface. I've already got my pan heating up. I'm going to dust a little bit of this whole wheat flour. So we're going to need that. We're going to need a spatula, which is called a ulatna, and you're going to need a rolling pin or a latna, as you call it in Marathi. And now you're just going to dust your surface with a little bit of the whole wheat flour. Your tawa is nice and hot. That's very important that your tawa is hot. And now I'm just going to take a piece, a small ball of the dough, and I'm going to roll it between the palms of my hands to a very smooth, without any cracks kind of a ball. It has to be really, really smooth. Now you're just going to add a little more flour and you're going to roll it. Now what I like to do is I don't like to roll it in the middle. I like to roll the sides. I like to pull the sides, not the middle, and that way you get a very even sized chapati or roti or puri. Just keeping it pulling it from the sides like this. It should be very even and round and look really nice and pleasant like this. And now you're just going to place it on your pan. The pan is to be nice and hot. You're going to cook from a low to medium. And after some time, you'll notice that the top of you just have to turn it within about half a minute, and you'll see these little small little kind of not balloon, but it's kind of, a fugofying, as you can say. So you get these small little things coming up. So just press them down with your ulatna or your spatula, and then you see that how it starts to swell up and double like this. So just roast it nicely on both sides, and then just take it out in your chapati box or your puri box, and then just apply some lovely ghee on it. The ghee will keep it nice and soft, and it makes it really delicious to eat. So I'll show you how soft these are. You can literally fold them and squeeze them in between your hands. They're so soft and yummy. And now the third one I'm going to show you is how to make a Jowar Roti. So the difference is, for a bhakri we use hot water, for a roti we use normal room temperature water. So to make 4 rotis, again you require 1 cup of flour, and I'm going to use approximately 1/4 cup of room temperature water. We're just going to again do the same thing, knead it to a very soft yet firm dough. Now the difference between the whole wheat flour and the jowar flour is that the whole wheat flour has got gluten, whereas the jowar flour doesn't have any gluten in it. That is why you'll find the consistency very different. It's very difficult to hold the jowar dough together, whereas the whole flour chapati dough is very easy and flexible. Same thing with the Jowar Bhakri. You have to really knead it and then roll it till it is nice and smooth. There shouldn't be any cracks in it. And then in the same way you will roll it. Only thing, it requires a little more flour when you're rolling it compared to the chapati or the whole wheat flour. The difference is the gluten factor. Bhakri, this jowar flour, natsani flour, any kind of millet flour does not have any gluten in it. That's why it's very difficult to bind it together. That's why they mostly use hot water. But for the roti, we are going to use just normal room temperature water. So just, uh, you know, smoothen out the edges. And in the same way, like the bhakri, you're just going to heat it up on one side and then on dry roast it on direct heat. Sometime it fluffs up like the chapati or the puri you saw, and sometime it doesn't. And then of course take it out and again apply some lovely ghee. And even this is so smooth and it has a lovely layer. I'll show you. When I break it up, you can see that there is a lovely thin layer. And each of these taste very different. The Jowar Bhakri tastes different, the whole wheat chapati tastes different, the Jowar Roti tastes different. So try out these recipes, guys. They're very healthy, and let me know in the comment section how you like them.
As well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.